make all the steps to show you how to get it running at this point. So first you need to have IPFS running with, I don't think we need this parameter enable pub sub anymore, but I just have it running here. So IPFS daemon is running and you can pretty much let it be in the background. So then let's see, using the contracts. You want to run hard hat on your local instance. So what you want to do is npx hard hat node from and these are the contracts that have been deployed. So this is the address of the net emissions contract, and that's going to be required in a lot of the settings files. So then what you want to do is for one time, npx hard hat set. Fortunately, we have documentation. Set test account roles, localhost contract, and then I'm going to run this once to set all sorts of test account roles, and you want this contract address to set it. And then when you do this, hard hat will actually see all sorts of transactions. Okay, so then I'm going to go to the PostgreSQL database. Right now, there's no blockchain carbon accounting database, so we would need to create one. So then this database is created for us. And then we want to go to data Postgres. Look, there's a README here too. What you want to do is load, you want to load the emissions data. So this is the UK emissions factors. And we want to do okay, so now we have the emissions factors in the database. So for example, here, let's just clear all these guys. Don't save. So if you want to run, oh, that's from the previous database. So the rows of the emissions factors data is here. So then we want to also load the other seed data. And then this is for the different activity settings, like what a flight is and what a shipment is. And then there's one more place. I know there's a lot of data to be loaded right now in different places, but we'll work on streamlining it. You want to load the hard hat demo wallets. Oh, so okay, I think that's because you need to start the API token server for the query. This synchronizes the hard hat network with the Ethereum, with Postgres. So at this point, it has gotten, here, let's do something. it has gotten the list of all the wallets accounts that was set up with test account roles, but it doesn't have any information for it. So now, where were we? That's our hard hat. We don't want to change that. Okay, now we want to go back to, and we want to, again, see, what does it say to do? Seed the demo wallets. So then if we query it again, you'll see that some of these auditors, and they have names, they have organization, and then more importantly, they have their public keys. So then now we are ready to go to this interface app. It had already been started, but if it hasn't been started, you just do yarn react app start. Okay, now we are here. So you want to set your wallet to work on the local network, and then you want to connect it to the owner. Local contract owner. So why is this not showing anything? Local contract owner, disconnect the wallet. Because this is strange. I've not seen this error before. Let's see, so could it be this? Okay, so by resetting it, it worked. So now I'm the contract owner. So if I wanted to, I can come here and say, okay, look up an auditor, and it has its name, the organization, the public key's name, and then you can show its public key. And then you can register additional roles for them. So then this row is here, and if you look in the database, they have an additional role in this field. You can also unregister them. And then that row is gone. So what it does is actually registers to the database first, and then it changes it somewhere else. And then we can also just add another party or group to this thing. Okay, so here's a list of all your accounts. So actually a lot of these have been assigned, but let's pick this account and let's see who it is. Okay, so that's industry 1. That's already been assigned. Oops. So it's not used. Okay, so new user, new organization, and then we have several demo public keys. So let's go to demo 2 public key. Okay, so we can just copy that. And let's just call them also an emissions auditor. And so the notification doesn't show up, I guess, when I'm recording a video, but if you're using it, it will tell you when it's successful. And then it'll show up in here. Okay. So then the other thing we can do is you can go to the supply chain app, and I have this file of all these transactions, like shipments and different things. So this is kind of a test file. And what you can do is you can queue them. So it'll create a queue of emissions audit requests. So that's in this table, emissions request. Okay. What you can also do is go to the wallet. Let's say that this is a consumer. Okay, so this is a consumer, so they can request an audit. So issue from could be the company that they're buying from, like the shipping company or the airline or whoever. Here, we'll just use this wallet address. Let's say flight carrier. He's flying coach today from LAX to JFK. And then it'll ask for a supporting document, which is any document will do. So I'll just upload a random document. And then it'll calculate. This was a 4,000 kilometer approximately flight. So this is how much the emissions are. And then this becomes another emissions request in this emissions request table. Or, you can also do shipment. You can enter a UPS tracking number or have a ground shipment, and then it'll give you addresses. Or you can just really support anything you want. Okay, so here's a good one. Hotel stay, and then you can choose a country, United States, level 4, no need. So then room per night. So then let's say you select 5. Okay, so the idea is to be able to choose a different supply chain, any kind of emissions factor here, and request your audit. So that's still needs a little bit of work. But then you come here and then you go to this one and you can run process requests. So what this does is it finds random emissions auditors for each request and assigns it to them. So then let's say that we log out here. Go to issue tokens, and then it says you have 2 pending emissions audits. So this is a pending emissions audit that was created earlier. And as you can see, it's this many, and then here's the document. So you can go and get this document for IPFS and then actually look at it. And the way you do that is here. Again, this emissions document, it should probably come out of this supply chain because it does so much more now. But it was encrypted with a public key, so you want the private key, and then you want this document So it'll decrypt it. Oh, fetch. So you see, like, it'll show you how the emissions were calculated and then what the emissions factor was and what the activity was, which in this case was a flight. And then the emissions factor is from this UK government greenhouse reports factor data. And so if you're ready to issue that thing, you can issue. This probably will not work because I think I probably need to. I think I got an error message there. I need to reset my wallet as well because every time you restart the hard hat, you have to reset your MetaMask. And so this is an issue, a token that was issued. Actually, it came from the emissions auditor to a consumer, but this was issued as a token on the network. And so if I disconnect this now, and then, okay, I guess this was already one that had been issued before. So I think this was the consumer that it was issued to. Where did it go? And so if I connect the wallet now, the consumer's token is here. So it's generally what is working and how it's working right now.